Salut à tous les amis, on est de retour pour la suite de notre aventure sur Vampire de Mascarade Swansong. On s'est arrêté ici la fois dernière et on devait faire pas mal de choses. Prenez l'ascenseur jusqu'au étage 1 pour répondre à l'appel ou aller directement dans les appartements de Bérel. Bon. L'appel de cause, je sais pas où est-ce qu'il est le mec.
There's no point in hanging around here bothering me. It's gonna take me a while.
Very well, Mr. Sherry.
Oula, c'est la merde là.
Excuse me.
Tout a été pété ici. D'accord. Oh, j'ai vu un truc là.
It's too slow. What
Ok,
a
ça c'est ce qu'on a vu l'autre fois, je crois.
The pile's not getting any smaller.
Attendez. Il y a des choses que j'ai pas... Est-ce que je peux passer par... Ah, j'ai pas pu passer l'autre fois, quand je suis venu ici. D'ailleurs, je peux toujours rien fouiller, là. Bon, tant pis.
If only Hazel would listen to me. Galen, you don't come here often. Sorry, things are a little hectic here. As you can see.
What's going on?
Code Red. We're destroying all of our files.
Did you ask for a few hands?
Yeah. I keep asking them to send me a couple more people. Even kind would be useful. But apparently there are fires everywhere and it's taking forever. It's a huge undertaking. And of course, Hazel's putting major pressure on me. I think she holds me responsible for what happened with Journey. That little bitch got me in trouble.
It's her job. She's trying to keep us from going down with the ship, no matter the cost.
I agree. And you know how much I love Hazel. But it's starting to get hard to manage. My efficiency might be the stuff of legend. But even I make mistakes. How about you? Is everything all right?
After last night, who could say that?
I mean, you know, your condition.
My condition?
You know, you're the eldest among us now.
Are you worried about me, or the void I'll leave behind?
You're an essential asset for the Camarilla. You disappearing now would be one of the worst possible things that can happen to us.
It's true that reliability is a virtue in decline.
Don't leave us. That's all. For Hazel's sake.
I've got my own reasons to stay.
I was wondering, what is it like? Do you hear voices? Does it come at you all at once?
You're young. You'll see when the time comes. But you won't be able to do much about it.
If you can resist, I can resist too.
If you say so.
Listen to us. Talking about growing old, like mortals do.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just the Second Inquisition attack. You're the only person here who doesn't seem fazed by it. London seems so far away. Now they're here. They're destroying the people we know. I really need to get back to work.
Good luck.
Ok. Bon, allez, on y va. Il n'y a plus rien à faire ici dans cette zone. Je sais plus si par là il doit y avoir quelque chose ou pas. Je sais plus. On va essayer de monter par là. Ah. Tac, il est où la... Prenez une décision. Prenez l'ascenseur jusqu'à l'étage pour répondre à l'appel.
In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel.
Attendez. Ah, putain, désolé du bruit.
Jason, my cousins didn't show up after all. Stay home if you haven't left, or meet me at Hazel's house if you want. Call me back and tell me where you are. Good evening, Jason. I need you tomorrow night at Nakatomi Plaza. We are getting the family together, and I would like to tell them about our agricultural and food business plan. Round up the numbers and bring them with you. Obviously, this invitation cannot be refused. B.
Mm-hmm.
Bull is strong, but will she last much longer?
There's no point in insisting.
The prince didn't ask you for your opinion.
Hazel can't just ignore me, and then...
Oh! Qu'est-ce qu'il fait allongé par terre, lui? Enfin, allongé sur le lit. Attendez. Prenez l'ascenseur jusqu'à l'étage 1 pour répondre à l'appel. Mais comment je réponds à l'appel? C'est qui ça?
Sorry, Mr. Bazori. Miss Drory's quarters are off limits.
What's going on here?
Mr. Lito's orders. We've got to clean up.
Ah! Donc il faut que je réponde à l'appel de machin. D'accord. Ça doit être derrière. Là, qu'est-ce qu'il y a ici?
It's locked from the inside.
Ok.
Mr. Bazori, your child is in his office.
J'ai rien. Ah, il y a Beryl.
Caleb?
Ah.
You? Here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You'd better confess.
Are you threatening me? That's beneath you.
You're not an authority on dignity.
I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
Don't let it happen again.
You do better to leave.
He's unpredictable. I need to take more drastic measures if I
Faut que
want to
je...
stop him from causing trouble.
Ouais, oui.
Caleb, our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him. I heard you were doing business with him.
It's something to do with the Rosemont Society, my foundation. Why?
Je peux pas aller plus haut.
I see.
All I can tell you is that Barrel's really the one who is in charge of it. Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I don't see why I would have any regrets.
That's no surprise. Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time. Otherwise, they end up making a mess of things.
But trying to influence them is pointless.
You must be subtle about it. That's all. I give Mem just enough freedom so that she doesn't completely hate me. But I know exactly how to make her do whatever I want. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Mhm. On va essayer d'aller par là. J'étais là il y a 2 secondes, non? Je sais même plus. Ouais, j'étais là tout à l'heure.
Now she's sending you.
Run into some trouble with the prince?
That's a question to ask Hazel. She's the one who doesn't know what she wants.
Did she ask you to do something?
She summoned me like a servant. I know she doesn't trust me, even though I don't understand why. She's gone all paranoid Ice Queen. There's no way I'm gonna let it cost me my head. I don't know how you still put up with her.
You owe your place in the Primogen to her.
What, you think I don't know that? I've always done my best to keep her from screwing things up. But when she reached out to Hartford...
Is there a problem with Hartford?
I told Hazel we can't trust them.
Do you have any evidence to support what you're suggesting?
She doesn't know Deneb the way I do. She wouldn't listen to my warnings.
Her plan was bold.
Risky is a better adjective. After what happened last night, I'm not sure you realize just how deep the shit we are in goes.
And I suppose you have the solution?
Maybe. Not that I'm happy about it. There's interesting stuff going on in other places. Boston's not the center of the universe.
We don't know who can be trusted. This is no time to leave. If the prince has kept you in the dark, she must have had a good reason for it. Just look at what happened.
Open your eyes, Galen! The Boston Camarilla is crumbling before our eyes! What are the odds we survive?
Hazel has things under control. We'll get through this.
I have a hard time believing that. We have to prepare for the worst.
This kind of talk is beneath you.
You know what it's like! To feel called to be elsewhere.
That has nothing to do with this. Salem isn't elsewhere. You won't be any safer there.
It's just a starting point. We thaumaturgs will find a way to deal with it. I've got a guest who's resting in my bed. Leisha brought him back from the reunification party.
I'm not here to play guessing games, and what you do behind closed doors is none of my business.
He has a few secrets I'm hoping to make him cough up. That way I don't turn up in Salem with nothing to offer.
I see that you've planned for everything.
I've already lost too much time. You shouldn't waste your time either.
If you leave, Hazel will catch up with you.
What do you mean?
You know, she doesn't like people who have been this long.
Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai entamé ce dialogue, ça n'a rien à voir avec ma quête.
Hazel doesn't need new enemies.
C'est long.
She should be wary.
Be careful.
Goodbye, Galen.
Ah, c'est bon. C'était même pas là que je dois aller, moi je suis en train de parler avec lui là. Les problèmes sociaux, mais ça l'appelle, mais comment tu veux que j'appelle moi?
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
Comment je fais? Parce qu'il faut que je rentre là-dedans. Oh. C'est quoi cette zone? Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette zone? Je suis jamais rentré ici moi. Ah oui, si, c'est là au-dessus du... Non? Je sais pas. Comment faire? Comment faire? Non, là je suis déjà venu. Est-ce que si je montais là-haut, ça marcherait ou pas? Je sais pas.
The prince will see you shortly. I'll send someone for you.
Ah, d'accord. Bon. C'était pas le moment de venir ici pour l'instant. Bon. On va essayer de redescendre au rez-de-chaussée, mais... Je sais pas où aller au rez-de-chaussée, moi. Ils me disent d'aller à l'étage 1. Mais à l'étage 1, ça me dit pas où. Ah, c'est ça que j'ai vu tout à l'heure. Par le haut. Y'a rien par ici. Je vais fouiller, hein, y'a pas de choix. Voilà, ça remet ici. Wow, je suis revenu ici, bordel. Je sais pas quoi faire. Il faut que je voie les taux, mais je sais pas où aller.
I'm sorry, but I need to take a break.
Any news here?
Everyone is stressed out. I've never seen anything like it. They're all talking in hushed voices. They barely dare to look at each other.
People and their moods. I'm not interested in that.
I saw them take one of Jason Moore's bodyguards below. To question him, I imagine. That could be of interest to you. Say, how are things with the girl?
Excuse me.
It's Zhu Feng, right?
She's not a girl.
Things going okay?
Yes, things are fine.
She seems worried.
Don't worry about her.
Do you think you'll embrace her soon?
As soon as possible, once the prince gives me permission.
You met Feng at MIT, didn't you?
Yes, I went to see her.
How did that go?
I told her I was the CEO of a company that wanted to take
Je sais
sustainable.
même pas pourquoi je fais ça. Du dialogue pour rien, les gars. Je suis désolé.
She took it as a challenge. I liked that about her. She did that.
Je dois aller en haut pour voir le mec, mais j'arrive pas à répondre à cet appel, je sais pas comment on fait. La porte elle est fermée. Il y a un garde devant.
I'd better be going.
See you.
Ouais, parce que bon, parler avec toi c'est bien, mais ça m'avance pas. Attendez. Ah, -1. Prenez l'ascenseur jusqu'à l'étage -1. Ok, putain. Et moi, je cherchais dans tous les sens. C'est -1. Et pas l'étage 1. Donc, c'est là. C'est la sécurité. Ok. C'est -1. Donc, le mec, il est en bas. Désolé d'avoir perdu du temps, mais bon. Au moins, on a parlé à pas mal de monde. Déjà ça. On a eu quelques informations.
I want to report on his activities pronto. I don't like the sound of that at all. Oh, there you are. Follow me, please. We'll speak in private. I said in private.
Bah, je te donne.
Come on.
Allez.
You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Caleb. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Is that a problem?
Could be a major one. Not a lot of people can do that, you know.
Who could have done that?
That's precisely the question I want you to answer. Caleb, I need your help. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
What you're telling me is extremely serious. I hope you have proof.
If I did, do you think I'd be asking for your help? But I wouldn't accuse her unless I had serious doubts. Think it through carefully. For starters, she's one of the few who knows how the system works.
She'd be able to cover her tracks, wouldn't she?
Maybe. But maybe she made a mistake.
I don't know. Jara has most likely been destroyed by now.
Do you have any evidence supporting what you're suggesting? Anyways, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, if you want to call it that. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
And I can.
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the Prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her room. Take it.
Thanks.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drory's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks.
Ok.
One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me,
Fine.
and don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
Ok. Je sais pas vous, mais moi, la voix de ce Leto là, et son visage me rappelle trop Voldemort d'Harry Potter. Je sais pas s'ils se sont inspirés de ça ou pas, mais c'est trop flagrant quoi. Avec son nez, sa voix et tout. C'est trop ça en fait. On va retourner au premier, je crois. Je crois que c'est là l'appartement de Drory. Il me semble que c'est dans cette zone. Alors. Non, c'est pas celui-là. Là, je crois qu'il y a la personne ici, non? Voilà, c'est là. Voilà. Ça, c'est une nouvelle zone qu'on n'a pas vue. Mhm. Ok. Très bien. Là, je peux pas y aller. Rien de plus.
Let's see if Caius was right.
D'accord. Ok.
Java has always been wary of new technology.
Ok. Là, c'est l'ordinateur, on va voir ça après. Ok, là, il y a un espèce de coffre. 4-1. Attendez. Il y a des objets qu'on a récupérés. Alors, nanana. Mouchard, ça c'est bon. Les clés, c'est bon. Non, c'est pas ça. Non, c'est pas ça. Où est-ce qu'il est le bordel que j'ai récupéré? Je sais pas ce que ça fait, ça. J'ai vu 4-1, mais après, je me rappelle plus c'était quoi. Oh la merde, je sais même plus ce que j'ai récupéré. Schéma complet. Ah! Ah d'accord, ça s'est affiché, d'accord. Ouais, c'est moi qui ai cliqué trop tôt. Ah oui, d'accord. Ok, je crois que j'ai compris. Je crois que j'ai compris pour le coffre. Attendez. Je suis pas sûr, hein, mais normalement ça doit être ça. Ah, désolé du bruit. Alors, si j'ai bien compris. Hop, 1. Hop. 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 Ah, voilà.
John was conducting a
Ok.
investigation. There is no way Caius would be expecting that. It appears Caius was wrong.
Ok.
He and Jara may have been looking for the same individual. I think that's
Par contre, pour le PC, je sais pas du tout.
Caius's turn.
Je sais pas. Pour pour le numéro... Enfin, le numéro. Le code, je sais pas du tout. Et c'est dommage que je trouve pas le code. Je serais dégoûté. Mot de passe arrivé. C'est-à-dire quoi ça? Où es-tu? L'heure est venue. Je vois pas du tout. Bon. Alors. Zone sûre, d'accord. Bon, on va sortir, hein. Je suis dégoûté. J'ai pas trouvé le code. Là, y a rien. Là, on n'avait pas vu de code. Non. Non, 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 non. Bon, allez, on va ressortir.
Hello, Mr.
Oh,
Vasari.
l'ingénieur.
Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Ouais.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And don't ask any questions. I get it. Are you done here?
You may proceed.
Thanks.
I hope Caius knows what he's doing. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
Ok, la convocation du prince. C'est en haut.
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
Caleb,
My prince,
we were expecting you.
how may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him. And that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
Hartford,
What would be their interest in all this?
do you have a better idea?
Someone here.
If there's a traitor among us, I'll have their head.
One thing at a time. I'll take care of the traitor, personally. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Did you read John O'Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Catapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it.
I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delson was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold choice.
I don't see anyone better for the job.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
You'll be dealing with Kine. You'll be a fox in a henhouse. I'm not worried about you. And Delson knows how to get you in.
Oh, that changes everything.
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people, to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Galen, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well.
Okay.
My prince.
Très bien. Ouais.
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
Your wish is my command.
I always knew I could count on you. You're a true ally, a loyal one, a future asset in my primogen. But one thing at a time. Before we get there, I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delsin?
We need to blind them. From the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us. Let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics. And it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your conscience is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the Camarilla. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money. Favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task. Not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Ah, c'est long le blabla, hein. Oh là. Ok. Partez de la cour et rendez-vous chez les arnaques de Boston. Ok. Elle est là.
There you are.
Oh bah elle est là, elle.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
I'm sorry I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there, with the Traitre, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want. That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry. I've got to go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I'm sorry. You're right, you're my sire, I should believe you. And I do. We good? Would you tell me what you know? Please.
Seriously, you don't think you're laying it on a little too thick?
Not at all.
You can be such a pain sometimes. Hazel is a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them.
Very well. Let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
Ok.
Alcohol. Ugh.
Alors,
Always hated that smell.
continuez à explorer les lieux avant de partir. Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau d'April pour aller dans les appartements du prince. Ok, je vais aller là-haut. C'est par où déjà? Je suis où? Ah, c'est par là. Alors. Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau d'April, Bosley, pour aller dans les appartements du prince. Ok. Alors, l'appartement de truc, je crois que c'est à l'étage, hein, il me semble. D'abord, je l'ai appelé le truc ou pas? Il y a eu beaucoup de blabla, hein, les amis. Là, je suis désolé, mais... je crois que c'est en face ou par là, je sais plus. Alors, Hilda, non, c'est pas là. BRL, machin, c'est pas là. Je me rappelle même plus où il est son truc. Elle a bien dit, prenez l'ascenseur du bureau d'April. Donc il faut que je prenne l'ascenseur de son bureau. De l'autre côté. Ça doit être là. Non, ça c'est Jara, je sais pas quoi. Ou alors c'est là. Non. Attendez, et si je vais là-bas? Il y a un ascenseur dans le bureau, c'est ça que j'ai compris ou pas?
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau Bosley. Mais elle est où déjà, elle? Ah! Là! C'est ça son bureau.
Hilda's favorite playground.
Non?
I don't know if I'd manage as well as she does.
C'est pas son bureau, ça. Il y a rien ici, c'est pas son bureau, ce truc. Non, c'est pas là. Richard Berel, non, c'est pas là. Non, c'est pas là. Ah là là. Ouais, c'est là où j'étais tout à l'heure. Ouais, non, c'est pas là. Ah là 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 là. Je sais plus par où c'était. Non. À moins que c'est en bas. Attendez, je vais tester un truc. Bureau du prince. On va tester là. Je pense pas que c'est là. Hein. Je pense vraiment pas que c'est là.
Sorry, Miss Lewis. You can't come
Oui, d'accord, d'accord. Donc, ça doit être au rez-de-chaussée. Ça doit être au rez-de-chaussée. Parce que là, il y avait pas le... Il n'y avait pas le bureau de madame. Donc... Ça doit être dans cette zone. Non. Pourquoi il y a autant de monde là?
Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make
Voilà.
myself clear?
I'd better hurry.
Yes, Miss Boston.
You're a good kid.
Ah, c'est là. Ok. Là. Ok. Après, moi, c'est la machin. Ok. J'ai consulté, y a rien. Oh.
If Zeus had chosen flower to
Ouais,
reign
bon.
over all others, the rose.
Ah là, l'ascenseur. Allez, vite. Allez! Voilà. Appartement, voilà.
A direct route to the prince's apartments.
Ok.
April plays the
On va voir ce qu'il y a là-dedans.
The swan's nest.
Ok.
I hope it's
Fouiller
real.
les appartements.
Didn't know Hazel was into
Des lettres
music.
de musique. Swan Lake. Finale. Non, ça je peux rien faire. Ça je pense à ce que j'ai pas. Repris. Ok, bon. On va monter en haut dans quelques instants. Hop hop hop. Il y a un truc là, non? Non. Là, il y a quelque chose à dire. Alors, confidentiel, mon prince. Ok. Ah, c'est Leto qui a écrit ça, d'accord. Oh putain, il y a une clé.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Ah shit, y a pas les clés. Y a pas les clés, y a pas les clés. Wow.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. You get the feeling something's missing.
Go.
You get the feeling something's missing.
Ok. Qu'est-ce qui manque? Pourquoi j'ai pas la clé?
There are faint marks on the wall.
Y'a quoi là? Rien par là. Il a dit.
Hazel had another child
Oh.
before Miley? Shit. I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
D'accord. Voilà. Il y a rien ici. Aha! Peut-être c'est le truc en rapport avec un...
I understand better now why Dejan never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
Mhm. Très bien. Quelque chose à fouiller là dans le lit, non? Rien par là. Bon. Peut-être il faut mettre un truc ici.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol.
Posé. Voilà. Oh oh! Et j'imagine que c'est la clé. Voilà. Allez, au moins cette connerie.
I wonder if...
Alors, par contre là, je sais pas lequel est le bon. Ah, c'est un code. Alors là, comment vous voulez que je sache le code, moi? Y a pas d'autre chose indiquée? On va essayer de descendre en bas. Ah bah voilà. Attendez, on enlève le... ça. Ok. Il y a des lettres là. B. Il y a des codes là entourés. Donc B. Je crois que c'est un F ça. D, A, C. Non? Je sais même plus s'il y a un F dans le truc. B, F, D. Attendez. Je vais noter ça. Ça doit être le code du bordel là-haut là. Alors. B, F, D, A, C. Ouais, c'est ça. Hein. Peut-être c'est ça, ça se trouve c'est même pas ça, je sais pas. Oui, oui, non, c'est bon, j'ai vu ça. Alors, on a dit BF. B. F. D. A. C.
That noise. Something moved.
Et ouvrir. Oh.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep.
Pas de documents là.
Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash.
Okay.
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies? Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out...
Ok. Bon. Bon, on va se barrer d'ici, hein, on a fouillé le truc. Ok. Ça, on l'a lu.
I should go. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh, je te fais pas dire.
First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Ok. Vous aurez pu découvrir récupérer les lagounes. Ouais, vous aurez pu découvrir un des secrets. Ouais, bon, c'est pas grave. On a trouvé pas mal de choses. Bon, je pense qu'on va bientôt s'arrêter à là, hein, les amis. Bon les amis, on va s'arrêter à là pour cette partie. J'espère que ça vous a plu, likez, partagez et abonnez-vous. Et on se retrouvera pour la prochaine fois. À la prochaine, ciao bye.